Hello there, welcome back to Congo. We're currently at war with Morocco and Oman. I think I messed up with Oman here, so we'll probably end up getting a peace deal. I might have to pay some cash. I overestimated my navy, and that led to my downfall. As I said, we'll probably just go for a deal with some cash. I also keep the war against Morocco up here, because potentially I can then use the Hessian nationalists here as a way of, well, forcing them to release two provinces, and as such I can probably make something work to my advantage. I have no idea if it will work or not, but that's at least the plan. We're also most likely going to find Algiers once they're out of the coalition. So I think we're going to have about 5-6 years of peace, try to get Algiers out of the coalition, and then we're going to take these two. We're also going to most likely declare war in Tunis right away. They don't actually have any allies, but I don't really want to go into a war with them as things are currently standing. But judging by the simple fact that I am already in a war with, well, most people except for Mali here, I'm actually very much considering, since I'm already at war with Tripoli, considering just declaring war on Algiers right away. The problem, of course, is that Mali and Fungi will join in, but I don't think that would be too much of a problem per se. So if I actually go ahead here and declare war on Algiers and then peace out with everyone else, I think I could potentially make something work here. Mali, Algiers, and Fungi. I don't think it will be too much of a problem per se, but it will also mess up my plans with Fez. So I think I will not be doing that. It's potentially a good plan, but I will not be doing that, not right now at least. I might do it, however, if Great Britain actually joins in here, and the likelihood of joining is not great at all, which is bad. But I think we'll try and see if we can somehow down the line get ourselves an alliance with Austria instead. I think they might actually be more useful, but we'll see. For now, I'll just figure out what I want to do with these wars, and then we'll see what happens. Most likely I'll wait until the coalition dissipates, and then we'll start going for Tripoli and everyone else, potentially even the Mamluks. We'll have to see if they lose some more land. If I can vassalize them, then I'll just ignore the coalition and start going for some bigger wars there, I think. We'll see how it plays out. I got a great heir here, Bernardo. He's a 554. If this guy can actually take the throne, then things are definitely going to get interesting. But even so, I'm still kind of contemplating here trying to get into peace or fixing a peace here with Oman. They want less money right now. I can pay them off with just 273. And I don't really want to go after Algiers right away here. So I think we're going to accept this. We'll send that offer. Hopefully we'll be able to make, as I said, something work out for ourselves. We do have a couple of other issues that needs to be sorted out, namely rebuilding of the army and things like that. So I'll get it done. We'll rebuild the navy too. And once we have done that, I think we might possibly be in a position to start going after Algiers, Tunisia, the northern part. I basically want to take everyone before I begin on Spain and Portugal. So we'll have to see how that works out. For now, I'm also very tempted to start, as I said, I will keep myself in a war here with Morocco for the sole purpose of seeing here if I can actually try and release Fez and potentially even vassalize them. Basic force release and then vassalize them straight away. They did at least get a core here. So, as I said, it could work, but I have no idea if it's something I should be aiming at. It might be. We'll see. For now, I'll, as I said, try and rebuild my navy and get everything back to into a good situation. We'll try and see if we can actually somehow vassalize the Mamluks. It's basically a lot is going to happen, but or not a lot. We're going to have a period of peace. We'll see how it goes. The Holy Roman Empire is getting very closer to being formed. The Emperor has enacted imperial reform, revoked the privilegia. In the year of our Lord 1644, the most serene Augustus Ladislav I von Habsburg, Roman Imperator, crowned by God, has again convened the Astartes of the Holy Roman Empire. The Diet has agreed to a motion to centralize foreign policy and warfare by having all member states submit to direct vassalage under the Emperor. So, who did? Well, virtually everyone, apparently. Except Saxony here. They decided that they didn't want to, I believe. But everyone else actually became vassals. So the Holy Roman Empire will be fairly big. It'll be a little bit interesting to see how that actually works out. But potentially that could become very interesting. Also, the Hessian nationalists here have moved. So I think I'm going to actually release them with these two provinces, if I can. I'm a little bit unsure if I actually have to siege that, or if I can just demand that yeah, I'll have to really re-siege the provinces, so I think we should probably just move this army back to where it supposedly was, and, well, make things move from that. We also, well, that doesn't matter, we're already starting to core it. We're also going to start, I guess, as I said, rebuild the navy, and potentially use that to take some other land down the line. But for now, that is going to be my, well, prime concern. Just navy building, and otherwise getting my country up and running again. So we'll see what we do afterwards, but for now, that's the plan. I will probably allow or try to get Algiers out of the coalition. If I can do that, then the road is basically open, I dare say, because I can do something very simple then. Take the whole of Algiers, take these two provinces, then... oh, I don't even have to take two provinces. I force them to... I take this one, then hand this over to Tunisia. And with that, everything is actually fine, because then I can just vassalize Tunisia, sell this one to them, and try and feed them Algiers, or vassalize Algiers down the line. So everything from that should work out swimmingly. So let's see how that plan actually works out. Military Tech 19 has been reached, the Gustavian Infantry. Military Tactics per 0.5, Reformed Tertio, Gustavian Infantry and Highlands Infantry is now available, and I can build a War College. We'll probably build a War College because it's fairly useful, really. It gives us a yearly armor tradition, extra leader, all that, so we'll definitely build that once we get the opportunity. We also have the call for peace here. We're going to siege Sus and Tafilat. Once we've done that, we're going to make peace, and as you can see here, Fez has calls on both, and that should also bring, once I release them, that should also bring Moroccan or cost of vassalization down to a level where I can actually do that. Portugal is still going to be a pain to deal with. I can probably beat them if I focus on my army for the time being and place everything over here. Then I can probably beat them. That I'm fairly sure of. We can also then take most of the provinces that we need here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 provinces that I need. I can't probably not take everything in one war, but beating them once should be enough here to potentially allow Spain to attack them. And if I manage to actually build up my navy, things could actually look really good. So what I think we're actually going to do is focus on admin tech now, get that next idea set, and go for naval ideas to first of all get a stronger navy, and also bigger navies. I can actually screw over Portugal, well, potentially quite royally. And also if I can also drag the British Empire into that war, I'm pretty sure we can get the results that I'm after. So that is my plan. Will it work out? Probably not. We'll simply have to wait and see. There we go, we can finally make peace here. I think we're going to release Fez here. And as you see, that 34% war score means that I will be able to make something work. It will also take any cash they have. And I think we'll also have them transfer their trade power, simply in order to try and weaken them a little bit to allow Fez to survive. We're also going to guarantee Fez, I think. And once the 5-year truce is up, we're going to vassalize both Morocco and Fez, potentially Tunisia and Algiers as well. We're going to do a lot of things that could potentially bring the coalition very fast up again, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to avoid that, but no promises whatsoever. I am going to, as I said, however, make or guarantee Fez's, well, superiority, or, well, not supporting independence, but we are going to, I could potentially ally them. I think for now, however, we're going to influence, and we're going to proclaim our guarantee, just for the time being. We also have enough diplomatic relations. I don't think guarantees actually count on that, but just in case we have enough. I also accept whatever those rebels want. It's not too big of an issue. We'll allow the war exhaustion to calm down by itself, I think. We still have to wait for Algiers to leave the coalition, so we don't really have any problems there. We'll see how it all works out. Also, if Fez retains their militarist ruler, I could potentially use that to eat up the Portuguese provinces, or have Fez call them for me. We'll have to wait and see. Just as I'm planning to do things, we actually get a Regency Council here, which will last for, well, a long time. I also want to improve my administrative, but unfortunately the Regency Council won't allow that. 13 more years, or 12 more years now, until we can do anything. Positive side, every little bit of aggressive expansion will probably, well, close at least to disappear during that years, except for my aggressive expansion with Funge, which, to be frank, I don't really care too much about. Morocco is going to most likely lose the province here, Figuig, which could be bad, since it will, well, make it hard to get a casus belli on them, potentially. I'll have to consider what I want to do here. But as I said, this is an opportunity for me to grow, focus a little bit more on colonization, rebuilding of the navies, everything really, and potentially also rebuilding the armies, so they'll, well, become a thing to count on, so to speak. That will be my goals, I think, but I have no idea how this plan will actually work out. Also, the fact that we have a Regency Council is going to have an effect on that, but I think we can afford to boost it back to 0, even though I want to invest in admin tech, so we'll see how it plays out. For now, I'll just try and make something work here. A third war against the French. Well, I guess I can accept now. We don't want really too much else. I'll also, well, they're not allied with Tripoli, which is a bother, because these guys are allied with virtually everybody. So Tunisia seems to be out of my reach again. I could, however, try to go for a coalition war down the line. And that coalition war will probably just be Mali, Funj, and Tripoli. But the problem is, of course, that I'm pretty sure Tripoli will become war leader, and as such they can call in the Ottomans. I'm a little bit unsure on that, but we'll see how it works out. For now, I'll still just focus on, well, growing my own realm during this regency. We'll see how it goes. Diplomatic Tech 17 has been reached, the Merchantman, which basically means that I now have a new transport ship that I can build. I'm a little bit unsure if I want to do that, but I might upgrade my navy with new transport ship. We also get an increase in trade efficiency by 10%, colonial range by 50, trade range by 20, so it's a fairly good upgrade. Economy-wise, we're doing fairly well for ourselves here. We are basically up to the maximum in both army and also navy. I'm also going to build my fleet so that it will be 30 heavy ships, 20 light ships, and 20 transports. We're also going to set up a, well, system with about 20,000 units as our main units. I'm probably going to upgrade these two as well, down the line. Get rid of mercenaries and things like that. So, that is my plan. How it will all work out, I'm still a little bit unsure of, but hopefully it will be just fine. But it still remains to be seen. I would at least presume it will be mostly all fine. We'll have to wait and see. Admin Tech 11 has reached Counting House and Spy Agency, which gives me inside buildings. We're still looking forward to level 14, however, which will give me a new idea. So that is what we will be aiming for. I can pass the Pope React, and I'll do that. It gives missionary strength. I can take these things, but all in all, I don't really value them to be great. National Removal Risk -1, but Stability Cost Modifier plus 6%. It could be great, but it could also be bad. Potentially, I might go for something like National Removal +1 and National Removal is -1 to cancel it out to get a little bit of extra missionary power. But I don't really need that right now, to be honest, with the ideas. I still think that we'll take naval as our next idea set, though. So we'll have to see how it goes. I've also completed a colony here, so we are slowly but surely expanding, even though I'm in a regency. We'll see how the war against Morocco-Algiers goes. I'm pretty sure Algiers will leave the coalition very soon. If they haven't already? No, they haven't. Not yet, but I don't have any aggressive expansion with them anymore. And they do actually like me, so potentially here offering them a alliance could potentially be a good thing. I have no idea if they need to have a good relation with me as well. Might be, but we'll wait and see how it all plays out. I might actually go for simply getting the access here, and then to claim war on Tripoli or Tunisia without a casus belli. It might be a possibility, especially considering that Oman has an alliance with Tripoli, so I'm pretty sure we'll declare war on Oman. Hope that Oman stays war leader. Go for the island. We do, as you know, have a fair navy right now, so that could work out, but we'll wait and see. I'll try to get the Regency Council done before we end this episode, though. This could get very interesting very fast. Portugal declared war on us. Great Britain, however, joined war on my side, which is great. Algiers have demanded a coalition. Doesn't really matter right now, but the main problem is the war. Most of my armies aren't exactly in good, or they aren't in a good territory, so to speak. They're over here, so I need to get them over here if I really want to have a chance here. However, most of the Portuguese army is probably over here and here, and with Great Britain joining in, I'm pretty sure that I have naval supremacy, especially if I manage to kill off that army or that navy one way or another. We also have a little bit of cash, so it shouldn't actually be too much of a problem. But yeah, this could potentially be very bad. We'll simply have to wait and see how it goes. I'll probably show most of the battles, but I don't presume there will be too many. Of course, the fact that this is a 40-ship transport fleet could very much be scary. So I'll keep an eye on that and see what actually happens. If it is a 40, if it actually has or if they're actually transporting 40,000 troops, I might be in a ton of trouble. If not, I might try to attack it now, even with low morale, by simply recruiting a admiral. I got actually one with a little bit of shock, so I might be able to pull something off there. And we're also, I think, going to lower, or, well, once we get enough diplomatic power, we're going to lower the war exhaustion and use some points into that. They have apparently just picked up the 4,000 troops, so at least they are trying. But I think my navy might be able to beat this one. I'm a little bit unsure. We do have the problem with morale, but hopefully we can beat that. If we beat that, we are definitely in good spot. Most of the Portuguese army stuck over here. A good grand part of it is in the these armies over here, so with Great Britain helping me here, and potentially the closing of the war against the French here, we could make something work. I'll simply have to wait and see. I am very much uncertain, as you might be, as you might already have realized. But the goal here will be actually winning, and it will be taking the Portuguese colonies, as many as I can, and hopefully here set myself up for something else. Well, it seems like my war against Algiers will be very simple: release Morocco, and something will potentially, yeah, we'll probably just release Morocco. Yeah, we'll go for release Morocco, fortunately. But we'll try the war against Portugal next time. I'm a little bit unsure what they have ideas for, so we might actually check that. Exploration, offensive. They don't have defense, so I might actually beat them in the department of morale, which could be interesting. But I'm pretty sure they have a better fleet even so. We'll simply have to wait and see. Let's see. They have, well, their own ideas doesn't actually give any boost in military-wise, so we might be able to beat them, as I said. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.